And they're still going on about CupHead. Oh my gosh. I swear, if I'm gonna rant, I should probably yell at something while I'm doing it. But this stuff is getting way too ridiculous. Like, seriously. Apparently, CupHead, not only is it slightly difficult, and it has an easy mode. I forgot what it was called. But it has a mode that you can play. However, in order to actually complete the game, you kind of have to do it on normal. But, other than that, apparently CupHead is racist, and ableist, and all this other crap, because why the heck not? For those of you who don't know what ableist actually means, because it is a buzzword that people love to throw around right now, ableism is discrimination and social prejudice against people with disabilities. Ableism characterizes persons as defined by their disabilities and as inferior to non-disabled. And apparently because CupHead is hard, somebody with disabilities of some sort can't play it. Therefore, it's ableist. No offense, but driving is ableist to a blind person. When you really want to sit there and start picking apart little things like that, gaming is an entertainment, or an interactive medium. An interactive entertainment medium. And it is something that you've got to play. So, yeah, you kind of have to be able to play it. Unfortunately, you may not be able to play games if maybe you lose a hand, but I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could find a way. I mean, heck, there has been a blind guy who beat The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time all the way through. It took him a while to do it. I think it took him, a total of 5 years to finally do it. But he wanted to play that game so bad that he did it. And he was blind. He can't see. And he did it. What's your excuse? Seriously. You can't get past the tutorials. This is ableist. It's racist because of its art style. Oh my god. Seriously. Shut the up. I don't get... Oh, I really don't get these people. Way back in the day, something like gaming journalism seemed like an awesome thing to do. I would love to play video games, talk about video games, write about video games all day long. That would be my dream job, to be able to do something like that. Meanwhile, you've got these people who are doing that, and they're so busy complaining because the game is slightly harder than they are capable of handling, apparently, because it's not Everyone's Gone to the Rapture Walking Simulator 2017. It's a run-and-gun style game similar to those of Contra back in the day, and it's so hard. We need a way to skip this. We need to be able to skip the bosses and have an easier mode. And really? Why are you doing your job? Seriously, if you can't play that game, and your job, somebody says, I need you to review CupHead. And you're like, I just can't do that one. Pass it up, give it to somebody else who wants to play it, who can play it. If you're so stuck on all these bullshit things that don't even matter, why are you even doing that in the first place? Go out and become part of CNN or something for all I care. Go do some real-world journalism, or, well, I guess real-world journalism to them is essentially looking at the internet and then passing it on to everybody, but still, go do that instead of over here bitching and moaning about a game and writing an entire column about how hard it is, calling it ableist and racist because the cartoon style is that of like the 1930s, 1940s or whatnot, when some of those cartoons apparently were insanely racist. But CupHead itself is amazing to look at. Visually amazing. It took time to do that. It looks like it's in that style of that hand-drawn animation from frame to frame. And that is an amazing art style. That is not something you normally see nowadays. Everything wants to try and push a realism look, or they're too busy pushing a chibi look. And, I appreciate its art style because it is different from what is normal. It's not the thing that you see a whole lot of. And it's nice to look at. And the soundtrack is really nice as well. It's really good. It's amazing. And because its art style is based on old cartoons, and because old cartoons can get really racist because it came from a different time and place, CupHead has to be racist. The mental gymnastics to even come to such a conclusion is mind-blowing. I really don't get that at all. I can't understand how these people survive in this world. These people must truly be those ones that are out there wanting the government to do everything for them so they don't have to do anything. Because, if they were thrown into the real world, the actual other side of the world, anywhere within the Rust Belt or the Bible Belt or anywhere in between the East and West Coast, it is a completely different world out here. We don't have the time to worry if a game might be racist because of its art style. We're too busy doing our damn jobs, taking care of our kids, doing other things, and of course playing video games when we have free time to do it. And you've got all this time in the world to complain about a nothing burger. Literally nothing. And it's ableist because Jimmy over here, who has one hand, can't play the game. Or somebody who's blind who can't play the game, or something like that. CupHead might be slightly difficult. Especially if you hadn't played a game like that in a while. It can definitely be slightly more difficult trying to get back into it. But then again, if you really want to play that game, you're going to find a way to play it, one way or another. Regardless of what your disability. And the fact that these people want to label it as ableist makes me feel like that they are ableist, if anything, because they're defining these people with disabilities by their disabilities. I have met people with disabilities. I've known people with disabilities. They are not their disability. They have never been their disability. Yes, it sucks. Yes, it makes life hard. But they are so much more than the fact that they're paralyzed from the waist down. That they're missing a thumb. Or they're missing a finger or a whole hand. They are so much more than missing their left arm. Or half their leg. They are people who work hard. And if they want to do something, they will go and freaking do it. Regardless of what you say. Or regardless of the fact that you're going to be like, it's too hard, you won't be able to do it. Or, hang gliding. You just can't do it because you're missing your hand. And that's gonna be ableist. If because they're not gonna let you, and then he goes and freaking hang glides. Because he's not gonna let that get him down. Or her. But yeah, that whole thing just really grinds my gears a little bit. Especially when you have no idea what it is. You've never played it. And you got these people screaming that I need to be able to skip boss fights and this, that, and the other. And then you sit there and you go, well, watch a Let's Play. But then they're going to have something to why they can't watch the Let's Play. Well, I want to play the game. Okay. Then what's the problem? Well, it's too hard. Get good. Well, you can't expect me to be a freaking, pro MLG player. I'm not expecting you to. I'm expecting you to be competent enough to eventually make it through. Apparently, the game has sold over 1 million copies at this point. People are beating it. And it keeps track of your deaths, too. It may take you 1,000 deaths, but eventually you could probably beat it. There have been people posting pictures of them beating the game, and they've had 728 deaths, or 638 deaths, or 323 deaths, 1,148 deaths. And saying, beat CupHead. It took me, X amount of deaths, but I beat it. But yeah, it just grinds me the wrong ways. Crap like that. Anyway, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Is CupHead racist because of its art style? Is it ableist because it's slightly more difficult than normal games? Let me know down in the comments below. Till then, I'll talk to y'all later. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.